series of the famous Oriental Rabbanim of yesteryear. Yud Zayin Av represents the Hilula, the yard site of a really great Israeli Rabbi Raphael Yehoshua Azriel. Zecher Tzadik Libracha. He passed away at around the age of approximately 84 years. I believe he was born in the year 1874, according on the 25th of December, if I'm not mistaken. There was differing opinions on the exact date. And he passed away on the 21st of August in the year 1959. He was about 84 years of age. Naturally, there was Yud Zayin Av, reported over Hey Taf Shin Yud Tet. He would become a great rabbi, part of the elite rabbis and managers of Oahel Ya'akov in Jerusalem, and would actually set up the famous Beit HaYetomim HaSfardi inside Jerusalem, respectively, over there. So let's explore the history of the great rabbi. So reported over, he was born in English 1874, came from great heritage. His father was Rabbi Azriel, and his mother was Rabbanit Rachel. And I believe his name was actually Yehosha when he was born, but I think after a few years, the name Raphael was added to his name. And I think at the age of 4, I believe his father had sadly passed away. It's actually interesting. He grew up in the house of Rabbi Yaakov Meir, who I believe was one of the great Rishon LeZions of Jerusalem, of Israel, at one stage in time, which we have actually spoken about him before. And I believe in the year 1892, so approximately at that stage, he was around 18 years of age. He got married to Rabbanit Levana, if I'm not mistaken, and they would go on to have 6 children, I think 2 boys and 4 girls also. And he was appointed the Mנהל of the famous great yeshiva Oahel Ya'akov, also, which I think was under the auspices of Rabbi Yaakov Meir, also, if I'm not mistaken. I think in the year 1903, he was appointed, and he actually part of the foundation of the Beit HaYetomim HaSfardi Be'er. I think this is a house of orphanage, Sephardi house in Jerusalem, respectively. And he actually then went out as a shadar, as a shluchei d'Rabbanan from Israel, I think representing Hebron. Hebron is naturally one of the 4 holy cities of Israel, along with Tiberias, Jerusalem, and also Tzfat. So he went representing, and he traveled to Algeria and also to Egypt over there. Remember, a shluchei d'Rabbanan, someone that's actually representing the vicinity in Israel itself, was a very prominent role, because it would really strengthen, go to Chutzlaretz, not just raise funds, but at the same time teach and give a power injection in the local Jewish areas they were going to, and strengthening those places in Torah. And many times it had a huge impact. And many times the rabbis would actually maybe even stay long-term inside those locales and even end up with top positions also. So that was a huge position. And I believe in the year 1920, if I'm not mistaken, he actually went to Tunisia. And I think this time representing the Jerusalem community also. And in 1928, I think very much he went to America, United States of America, I think within regards to strengthening the yeshiva, Chizuk Torah. I'm not too sure exactly where that was based, but very much he was, it was a very prominent role and really made a huge impact. I think many of his teachings was published in the Hamasaf collection. I think it was a newsletter, it was a Gilion, as they call it in Hebrew. I think this was operated between the years 1896 to 1914, where it had many great chidushim and teachings with regards to Psak, and hundreds of Rabbanim, if I'm not mistaken, contributed it. But he very much was one of the great rabbis that also contributed to this. And he passed away on the 21st of August, reported over, in the year 1959, naturally Yud Zayin Av, which we mentioned at the beginning of the video. He was buried in Har HaMenuchot, which is based in Jerusalem. And it's his Hilula here. Please don't forget to light candles in the great rabbi's memory. His father, Aaron Azriel, we can just speak about also for a minute. I think lived between the years 1818 to 1879. He himself was a great Kabbalist of Israel. He was Rosh Yeshiva of the famous Yeshivat Mekubalim Bet El, also Bet El, which is based actually in Jerusalem, which we've spoken about many years before. He spent an 8-year tenure as a Rosh Yeshiva over there, and we spoke about him also before at in a previous video. Also, I think they would end up having a great descendant, Rabbi Moshe Azriel also, and also Rabbi Yosef Azriel. These were great rabbis. Also, Rabbi Moshe Azriel, I will speak about also at a later stage in time also. And he happened to be a great personality. Also, I think that lived actually in Turkey himself. That was a descendant. So, friends, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We've covered many, many great rabbis inside this series over here. And like the videos also and share them. I'm wishing you all a great day. Take care.